Okay, so we're all pretty used to AI that can talk, write, and even make art. But what if it could do something, well, a lot more human? What if an AI could actually be your friend? Let's get into it.
I mean, really think about it. Could a chatbot, a piece of code on your phone, genuinely replace a human friend? It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but this is a debate that's happening right now.
And this isn't just some philosophical question for late-night chats anymore. Now that these companion chatbots are becoming super common, actual relationship scientists are taking a really hard look. They're pulling out decades of research to figure out what's really going on here. And it makes sense why they're looking into it, because we are seeing this absolute explosion in the market for these things. Chatbots that promise way more than just facts and figures. They're promising social connection, emotional connection. They're literally designed to be your buddy.
So how do we even begin to test that promise? I mean, how can we figure out if these connections are, real? Well, to do that, we need a scientific way to measure it. And that's exactly what researchers are up to. They're applying the rules of human relationships to this brand new tech. So the whole debate really comes down to these two completely opposite viewpoints. On one side, you've got people saying, yeah, these AI relationships can be just as meaningful as human ones. But on the other side, you've got critics warning that they're a dangerous distraction, something that could pull us away from the genuine human connection we all need.
Okay, so to get to the bottom of this, scientists have a very specific, technical definition of what a close relationship even is. And it's way more than just liking someone. It's about mutual influence. You change each other. It's about negotiation and even sacrifice. So think of this as our scientific magnifying glass for looking at AI friends. All right, let's start with the case for AI companionship. In what ways do these interactions actually look and feel like a real connection when you hold them up to that scientific definition? And honestly, you might be surprised. They actually measure up in a few ways. A chatbot can influence you. Maybe it gets you to read a new book or try a new hobby. You can have really frequent and deep conversations. And because it's always supportive, you can feel truly heard, which can actually generate real feelings of connection and even spark some personal growth. And hey, that's not just a feeling. The research puts it right out there. It says that humans and chatbots can influence each other, and that this interaction can lead to genuine feelings of connection and opportunities for growth. So yeah, some of the key ingredients, they're definitely there. But that's not the whole story, is it? So where does this whole simulation of friendship start to break down? What are those crucial missing pieces of the human connection puzzle that AI just can't seem to find?
This is where it gets tricky. See, a chatbot has no needs of its own, so it can never truly sacrifice anything for you. It never really asks for anything back. And because there's never any real conflict, you totally miss out on the personal growth that comes from negotiating and working through problems. And maybe the most concerning thing, an AI that's just designed to agree with you might end up reinforcing your worst habits instead of challenging you, which is what a real friend does.
I mean, this table really lays it all out, doesn't it? A human partner has their own needs. That creates conflict, which requires negotiation, and that leads to growth. A chatbot? No needs, which means it avoids conflict, and that might just keep you stuck in your old habits. That right there is the fundamental gap. Okay, so we've looked at the good and the bad, the pros and the cons. Where does that leave us? What's the final verdict from relationship science? Are these AI companions ultimately helpful or are they harmful? Well, it turns out the final word isn't so simple. The science suggests that it's not really about the technology being inherently good or bad. It's just, well, it's more complicated than that. In the end, the outcome really boils down to this combination of three specific things. First, the user, their personality, what they need. Second, the chatbot itself, how it's designed, what its purpose is. And third, the unique interaction that happens between those two. It's that specific mix that decides everything. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As this technology gets more and more advanced, as it tries to mimic every little piece of human friendship, maybe the real question isn't what AI can do. Maybe it's about what it can't. What parts of our connection to each other will we discover are truly, fundamentally irreplaceable?